Okay, here we are. You're wondering what's going on. Where am I wearing my tefillin? Where am I? I've been trying to do this piece for a couple days already and I didn't have a chance to. And now I'm at the hotel and I happen to have my stuff with me. So I'm in the underground tunnels right now by the hotel. Closest location you can get to the location of where the Temple Mount was. I'm wearing a hat right now, not a kippah, because I was next to a Jew who didn't have a yarmulke. So I gave him my kippah and I'm wearing a hat backwards. So whatever it is, this is what's happening. I'm wearing this. But I realized, why do it here? You'll understand after I teach this piece. It's something incredible. Kasher ha'adam mishatef shem shamayim b'tzaro. When a person combines the name of the heavens, God, to his suffering. What do you mean, attach the heavens, combine God to your suffering? What does that mean? I'll explain it. So the Yanuka is saying, when a person combines, you have suffering, sorrow, you're suffering, you have whatever ailments or hardships in your life, when you attach the name of Shem Shemayim, the name of the heavens, to that suffering, what happens? Shemevin shekol tsar sheyesh lo zeh siman sheyesh chisar b'shechina. Your understanding, you have an understanding that all the suffering that you're going through is a sign or a symbol or symbolic of whatever is lacking in the Shekhinah, in God's divine providence, divine dwelling. What does that mean? Let me just try to explain. I was told in yeshiva that when a person is feeling something, you can't feel what you're feeling unless God feels it also. So the love, the depression, the hate, all these feelings, there's an aspect of it that relates to the Shekhinah, to God's divine presence. It's you're lonely, guess who's even more lonely? God's more lonely. God doesn't have a house. God doesn't have a temple. So what we feel, we can actually relate to God. It's a sign of when we're feeling something, it's because God is feeling something like that also. So God's with us in our highs and our lows. And when you're in this place and you attach the heaven to your suffering and you realize that your suffering is just symbolic for God's suffering, and you attach them together and you realize that your suffering is nothing and it's really something much greater going on, and that you request honor for the honor, you demand honor for the kingdom of the heavens. You're God, I'm suffering, this is terrible, I can deal with it, but you, God, it can't be that you're suffering, God. I don't want you to suffer, God. So you demand that God's suffering ends. You demand honor for the heavens. By doing that, by combining God's suffering with yours and realizing that your suffering is nothing compared to the greater suffering, and you really are more concerned about God's honor than yours regarding the suffering, when you have that state of mind, you yourself cancel out the light that comes from fire that shouldn't dominate us. Like the Neanderthal type of guys, the fire people battling against won't dominate us. And the light bringers, the people who get light from light, will be the dominant ones. They will overcome and they will rise and they will dominate. So how does light beat darkness? When we realize that the suffering that we're experiencing in this world has nothing to do with us, it's something to do with God's divine suffering, and when we can now relate to God and are more concerned for God and His suffering than ourselves, that state of mind flips the script. I love you all so much. I hope God has a house soon in this location. Amen.